Hello, everybody. Welcome in once again to another edition of Inside the Lions Den. And today we're going out to the Diamond as we speak with Mr. Alex Sexton, one of our fine baseball players here, but was named Player of the League in the Southern Collegiate Baseball League. And Alex, first off, thanks so much for joining us. And again, congratulations on winning Player of the League.
Oh, awesome. Thank you for having me. Happy to be
Absolutely. Well, Alex, it's something that I kind of hold near and dear to my heart in terms of those collegiate baseball leagues. I was fortunate enough to be a broadcaster in the New England Collegiate Baseball League a couple of summers back, but it's such a cool environment. So let's start there. I mean, going into this summer, had you played in the Collegiate Baseball League before in the summer? And, what was it about this summer that stood out to you?
I had not played in this particular league. I played ones down in Florida, down by home, but this summer I was looking for something local around Charlotte just because I had my apartment here, and this league was great. I mean, a lot of good competition, about 6 teams in the league, and I really enjoyed it. Played games about every day and loved it. Yeah.
Well, one of the cool things about those leagues is the fact that it brings together kids from all over the country. A lot more regional, sometimes more often than not. However, you got kids coming from schools all around, whether it's from Division I down to the NAIA. So, what is it you learned from guys that maybe weren't Division II players? And, what is it that you found was really cool about having all those guys in one area?
Yeah, like you said, there's definitely a wide range of talent when it comes to those leagues. We had a kid on our team who was drafted 2 years ago and plays for North Carolina, and we also had incoming college freshmen. So having that range is definitely cool to see. Those freshmen learn from older guys like myself and him, who's also pretty talented. So it was a great learning experience for not only myself, but younger kids as well. And being now a senior this year sneaks up on you, but being one of those guys that teach the younger kids too is definitely a very cool experience.
I was going to say, when you become a senior, it's always that odd thing of like, oh man, I am a senior.
Right. I'm always used to, it seems like yesterday I was one of those kids coming in, but yeah.
Yeah, it goes by quick. That is for sure. Let me ask you this. What got you started in the game of baseball? I always like to hear people's backstories, and I find it so interesting. I mean, because sometimes you have folks that play baseball because they played another sport, didn't like it, liked baseball, whatever it might be. But what got you into the sport, and, what drives your passion to play collegiately?
Yeah, I mean, out of the wound for me, I mean, it was all baseball growing up. My dad's a baseball coach, and my brother played collegiately as well. So for me personally, he's older than me, so I was always trying to be as good as him.
Sure.
And that was always my motivation, was I want to be better than my brother. I want to be better than my brother. So we'd go every day, and and it just ended up, that's what I stuck with, and I loved it.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with a little sibling rivalry, especially when it comes to the diamond.
We definitely had that growing up.
Let me ask you this. You mentioned your dad was a coach. What kind of lessons has he taught you as the years have progressed on? Obviously, I'm sure wants to be dad first, but that coach, I'm sure, always sneaks through eventually. So what have you learned from him?
I think the biggest thing I learned from him is being coach's kid is that he was always harder on me.
Sure.
He's always harder on the kid to make the other kids realize, if he's hard on his kid, then he'll be very serious with us. So one of the things I learned from him is I had to be the hardest worker, definitely because he coached me in high school. So if I wasn't the hardest worker there, he'd get on me for sure. So I always tried to make it easier on him to make it no problems for me. So
I like that. You go out there, do your job, get the job done. And, looking at now the coaching staff you have here on campus with Coach Steedley and the likes, I mean, you guys have such a great core, not just of players, but in the dugout with you in terms of coaching staff. What is it about this coaching staff that stands out to you?
I just love how much they want to be there and how much they want to help each and every one of us and how much they want to win too. That's my big thing is I'm always want to win, and they just love showing up every day, working hard, and making winning a priority for us is always huge. Yeah.
Sure. Absolutely. And, looking ahead at this season now, actually, before we do that, let's talk a little bit more about the Southern Collegiate Baseball this summer. What was it that was clicking? I know you guys had a good, kind of an up and down spring, but you had pockets. You had the upset of the number 2 team who actually ended up becoming the number 1 team during that game in Mount Olive, ended up taking them down, had another upset against Catawba later on. What was it that really kind of clicked in you this season? And then heading into your summer league, what stuck with you as you saw different kinds of competition?
I think, just finishing strong last season a little bit with those 2 big wins and leading into the summer. It's just, I never stopped. I continued working from there. And then when the summer games rolled around, it was great because there was no school. It was all baseball. And that's always fun. So just showing up every day and having fun was always the main thing.
Well, and that you mentioned it, those summer collegiate leagues are a lot of fun. And, there's all sorts of stuff that you're a part and you get into be involved in different communities and so on and so forth. But, I know you said you had played in before, but it had to be a unique experience playing in the city that you are in right now and that you call home currently as not just a player, but of course in your off season as well.
Yeah, it definitely was, especially when kids, like you said, they come from all over the country to play in certain summer leagues. So we had kids from super far away saying, "Oh, Charlotte's awesome," and I was like, "Yeah, I live 5 minutes away." So it's almost a bit of a little recruiting aspect when they go, "Oh, Queens is right here," and then it's definitely very cool. We're very blessed to be in Charlotte.
And win or lose, it's always nice when you have a quick ride home from the ballpark, right?
Exactly.
Now looking ahead at this season, you guys are bringing in new talent, up and down the ranks, whether it's from freshmen to transfers, but you guys have such a strong core coming back from last season. What are you excited about looking ahead towards this season coming up?
Definitely, we have that experience with our strong core and a lot of talent from new kids. I mean, just seeing the first few weeks starting up here, there's going to be a lot of competition, a lot of kids on our team. But I think the biggest difference is we've had that little 1 year of experience behind us with our main group core. And now that we're moving forward, we have a fall that we're heading into and a full year, hopefully, fingers crossed, that we can really just practice play all year.
Well, and you have the unique experience of being someone who came to this program and in essence helped start it, because the fact that you're one of the first couple of classes to go through here as a part of being an actually collegiate Division II baseball team at the Queen's University of Charlotte. So what kind of legacy are you looking to leave here as you're a senior? I know you have maybe a couple of years of eligibility, but for the most part, as a senior, what is it you're looking to leave out there on the field?
Yeah, that was definitely one of the most interesting things for me wanting to come to Queens was the fact that it was year one. I mean, you can start something completely new. Yeah. And so my goal was always to start something that would have a lasting so-called legacy in the program, build a foundation for a team that would, carry on to win a lot of baseball games for a lot of years. So that's mainly what I'm trying to leave is on a high note. Definitely starting's not easy, but now I think we're over that hump. So I'm really trying to leave on a high note, and we definitely have the players and the talent to make a big impact this year. That's for sure.
Absolutely. And I know we're super excited to see you guys get back out there on the diamond. I know it may seem like a long time away, but like you said earlier, it goes by pretty darn quick. So so like before I let you go, I got to know who is it you call your home team?
My home team. I'm a Tampa Bay Rays fan through and through.
All right. All right. Hey,
20 minutes away from the stadium. So, yeah, they're a lot of fun to watch now. I made it through some hard years with them, but now they finally turned it around, and they're fun to watch.
I would say they're doing what you guys have always hoped that they would do, right?
Exactly, right.
Hey, appreciate it, Alex. Appreciate you joining us. And of course, best of luck here in the off-season / preseason. And we'll talk to you guys more as the season approaches. We've got a lot of cool things coming your way as well for broadcasting and everything. But the most part and the biggest thing is thank you for joining us here today.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you for your time.
All right, that's going to do it for another Inside the Lions Den. Thanks to Alex Sexton for joining us. And again, congratulations to him on being named Player of the Year in the Southern Collegiate Baseball League. For all the newest stuff for Queens Athletics, make sure you click that like and subscribe button down at the bottom of your screen and follow us across our social media platforms. For Alex Sexton, I'm Mike Glenn. You go out there having a good rest of your day. And as always, go Royals.